Let's go to London and speak to the editor-in-chief of Egypt Watch, because Osama Gaweesh was in Tahrir Square 10 years ago. Okay, you have to take us back a decade, Osama, and tell us what you remember from that time.
Thank you for having me. You actually took me back with your report to Tahrir Square, the most beautiful, the most noble, the most inspirational moment in my life. I was there. I was a part in a historical moment. I was in Tahrir Square a decade since 2011. Jan 2011, 25th Jan 2011 was a day of shock. We shook Mubarak's throne. We ended 30 years of injustice, corruption, and constant fear. Yeah, we were there. We had this hope to change the country, to bring Egypt a better future. Our demands were bread, freedom, and social justice, and human dignity for all Egyptian people. So, yeah, it was a historical moment. We did it once. We can do it again. We still have this hope. We still live with this hope that we can bring Egypt a better future. We can change our country to be a democratic country. The events and the demonstration in Tahrir Square, I still hear the noise. الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام. People demanded regime to step down. We still there. Physically, I'm in the UK. I'm living in exile. But mentally and emotionally, I still there in Tahrir Square. And I hope we can go back and return to our country.
Osama, I completely understand your desire to talk about the aspirations for the future of your nation. But because you are in Tahrir Square, I want to again go back to that moment. Try to remember, if you can, and I'm sure it's very fresh in your mind, what you were feeling in terms of the danger you and all those people were placing yourselves under. I mean, you must have thought that at some stage we might get killed here.
Yes. We always feel like this. We was waiting for the gas bombing. We're waiting for the bullets from the police. And 25th, 26th, 27th, we still in the confrontation with the police until the Friday of anger in the 28th of Jan 2011. We did it. We finished this fear. We destroyed this fear barrier. Mubarak built this fear barrier for 30 years, but we destroyed this fear barrier in the 28th. The police ran away in front of us in Kubri Asr Nil, in Qasr Nil Bridge in the middle of Cairo. So yeah, I still there. I still remember. I still smell the gas bombing. I am asthmatic because of this gas bombing in the revolution and the year of the revolution. We destroyed this fear barrier, and this is the legacy of our revolution. After 10 years, I'm with you now, speaking with the same passion, speaking with the same exciting, speaking like I am now in Tahrir Square. This is the legacy of our revolution.
Osama, obviously the impetus came from people like you, the population who showed the leadership how the country was feeling. But do you agree with the analysis that if the army had not turned round to Hosni Mubarak and said, Mr. President, we will not kill these people on your behalf, if the army had not taken that position, do you think Hosni Mubarak might still be there? Is it actually the army eventually that said to Mubarak, we're with the people and not with you?
Look, the argument is still there along the last decades. It's a military coup. The military refused to Mubarak to inherit his power to his son Jamal Mubarak. Yeah, this is a real thing. The army chose to be with the people in the Egyptian revolution. But the problem is after Mubarak stepped down in the 11th of February, we were naive. Some of the political movements and leaders believe and trust in the SCAF, in the military council. And this was the major fault of the revolution, that they put trust in the military. We could do better than we did in the first year of the revolution. But if your question is, without the military, the revolution will never success, I don't think so. Because the people gathered in Tahrir Square and the people got this encouraged and courageous to be there in Tahrir Square.
Osama, thank you so much indeed. Honestly, really fascinating to hear your first-hand account. Osama Gaweesh speaking to us from London.